Alright guys, I'm Dan and this is WELDERFABBER. Look at the plasma. Friday Frank, now full-time Frank, has done a cracking job here. Emptied all the dross out, put new bars in. Just need to put some of that coolant in, Baz.
Yeah, what's
got it down there?
What is it called, that stuff? Let's have a look at that tub.
Two different ones here.
No, I think that's for the welders. What's that?
BTC 15.
So that's what we need to add into the water.
Well, this is for welding plants, is it?
I'm sure it is, yeah.
No, hypertherm plasma cutting systems.
Alright, that's it then.
That's the stuff.
We just need to know how much to put in it.
Benzo, that might be, I don't know. Unless they both do the same job. Might be the same thing.
I'll make a phone call to our Mike over at TechServe.
Need to get that crane up.
Crane, I want it. Do you want it in that corner or do you want it in that corner?
I think that corner, the plates will be down here, won't they?
Yeah,
You won't be able to swing
yeah, but do you not think it'll interfere with steel, right? If we put it in that corner, that side of the compressor, it'd still reach over here to pick a plate up. And
it's only 4 metres, isn't it?
And it's out at where?
It's only 4 metre jib.
We'll get a tape on it in a bit.
Yeah, we'll pace it out, mark it on floor where it'll reach. If it can go there though, close to line as possible.
Yeah.
Side that stanchion.
See, with little jib cranes, I'd also like to tie it at the top to that stanchion if possible. I mean, it doesn't need it, but I just feel...
Make you feel better.
It just makes you feel better, doesn't it? Do you know, I mean, it's only a 500 kilo capacity at the end of the beam, I think. Am I correct?
500 kilo at the end of the beam, but he did say you can up it depending on your ground. So the actual frame itself is strong enough to take maybe a ton, 1.5 ton.
Right.
But it's the ground.
Right.
So, but we just have to check with your man.
Yeah. Well, I've got a motorised lifting little.
Is it motorised front and back?
Yeah, it's motorised front and back, and it's got a 4.5 metre lift on it. So.
Oh, cool. I think when you start getting much heavier than a ton and whatnot, you probably need it motored on your actual jib as well, wouldn't you? Yeah. Quick weight of it.
So my little pal Irfin over at UK Sling and Tackle, he's going to bring us a motorised crane down, and yeah, we've got the counterweight. Come on.
Morning, Tab. Tab's birthday on Friday. He's looks a little bit worse for wear.
Oh, look at him! Look
Should
at
have
him!
his sunglasses on today.
Has he been having a scrap over at weekend?
Turn that off.
Dear.
Fun and games.
I remember them days when I was younger like that. I think he's been up to no good this weekend as well, Tom. So
I
yeah,
don't think it was his fault.
we're going to get this buttoned up and over to HML to get it filled with a bit of weight and get it on the scales and see where we're at.
Right, let's see what's going on in the workshop today. Friday Frank, full-time Frank. Clean plasma, top boy. Right, Richard.
All right, Dan.
Is that pallet still not been shifted yet?
I'll just tell Paul to move it because I keep standing on it. It goes somewhere.
When that window's done, Paul, get that pallet shifted. What are you doing?
Hey, I'm going to put this crane up that we got given from that waste one.
Oh, yeah? Top job. Where are we putting it? Are we going this side at plasma or?
Well, I think so. We go other side, we'll not be able to pick plates up, so.
Yeah, that's best spot for it there, isn't it?
Try and tire.
Yeah, that corner here.
Yeah. The only issue with that is, when we get long lengths in, it might affect the rack.
Well, we'll just have to put like, I don't know, maybe a curtain down or something to stop people putting them in, but
I mean, I'll put it as far over, I'll put it as close to that as I can get it. Ideally, you want it in line with that, but obviously can't with that, so I'll put it over here, maybe I'll stick plates up and put them on there.
yeah, it'll be fine. That comes out 4 metres, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Grand. Oh, what we got coming in here? Carl's bringing a bucket in. What are you doing to this, Carl?
Having a bit of love, this one.
Bit of love.
Bit of love. There's plenty of cracks in it. Some new wear strips. Put some lip protectors on front of edge.
Yeah. Where's this come from?
This is a Jones Brothers one from one of the Cambrian quarries. It's down from Scotland or Wales, this one.
Got a fair bit done to it fast, hasn't it?
There's plenty of cracks like that.
Yeah. Be a nice little job for you this for Monday.
Yeah. Keeps me nice and warm at least. Well, it's not the warmest today.
Yeah. Them ear plugs you've got in there, are they noise cancelling?
Yeah, they're actually PPE.
So how do they work then?
So they block out outside noise.
What are they called? ISO tunes.
Yeah.
Do they play music as well or
Yeah,
not?
you can actually phone, play music.
Oh, right.
Quite good to be fair.
Where'd you get them from then?
Just online.
Oh.
Just online.
I need to get some for shooting.
They do actual shooting ones.
I want, do they?
Yeah, they do. I think
I was looking at them last night and I don't like the ear defender one.
Yeah, they actually do shooting ones. If you look online.
Just having a play with Cam again today, you know.
Today.
Yeah, she's coming in. She'll be bringing Milo dog down soon. What time we on?
Guard dog.
Guard dog, yeah. 8:05. Another half an hour or so she'll be here. Once kids are sorted. Right. See you after. Go and see what our Baz is up to in office.
That's just angled. Right? Yeah. This frame here is going to have two box sections, so we're going to have to find two box sections that slide into each other. Yeah. Make some plates, make it like a 16mm.
Serious business in here.
What?
Serious business in here. We'll leave them to it.
So the job I was just running through with Tom then was the job for Steve Alladon's done. The saw bed frame that we're going to make for cutting stones. So we got that on our saw at the minute. The material is being cut, and hopefully we'll have show you guys a bit of a better idea in this chapter where we're going with that. The nuts are ready for the counterweight, the big nuts that Arvin's machined for us. So I'll fly over to Bolton now, collect them, and get them welded into the bottom of the counterweight. Then I can take it somewhere to fill it, hopefully with something that'll get it up to the correct weight to what we need it to be. Callum's got the bucket in from Jones Brothers. He's going to crack on gouging the wear bars off. We're going to put some new wear bars on. There's cracks all over the bucket. We're just going to do a bit of a refurb on it, not major, just they want to keep costs down, so not major refurb, but we're just going to keep it to a nice reasonable price for the guys over at Jones Brothers. So I'll get myself over to Arvin's. And Milo has just turned up before I go out. Thank you, lad. You had a good weekend? Yeah, we had a good weekend. Did you go on a good walk yesterday with your dad? Yeah? I know you did. I know you did. Looks like you're getting a few fans out there already, wanting to send you new collars. Huh? Milo's got his own little fan club, haven't you? Which is good to see. Everybody should love a dog, shouldn't they? Huh? Right, now I can go to Arvin's. We've just got to my little father's here now, AJS engineer over in Bolton, to collect the nuts for the counterweight. And here they are, machined, drilled and tapped. So if we look at the drawing there, it's got them notches in it. We don't need them notches in these. This one just has a little flat on the bottom. A little flat on the bottom. So that'll just sit in our plate nicely back in the workshop. And these should just slot in the holes nicely back in the workshop. Should. If Arvin's done them right.
I have done it.
Huh?
Make has done it.
Mix machined them. Mix machined them. So he's never done anything wrong up to now anyway. So I'm pretty sure they'll be right.
It's always the first time, class.
It's always the first time, you're right, son, but we make them mistakes when we're younger, don't we?
Yep.
But so what I'll do, I'll get these welded into the plates, and then I'll take the counterweight up to HML, and we'll fill it with something. We'll fill it with something and just see what weight we come out at, because we've got some little scales there that we can weigh on. So I've been appreciate it once again. Put it through very fast for us, and hopefully we'll get this boxed off it next day or two and get it shipped over to Ireland. And Higgs and Edwards have just turned up. How you doing, bud? All offloaded? Training up. Looking good. Is it all nice and plumb, Rick? Hang on. Where's your finger from behind you, yeah? Fair enough.
90. You didn't look all in that though.
Yeah, but that. What's on? Right. So I want that tying back to the beam at the top. Tying back to that standard, yeah? Yeah. So we'll use like a 500mm down, and use like a 20mm plate, but I'll get Cal to do welding on it, yeah. Alright. Yeah.
What, you're going to come off side of it? Side of it?
I'm going to come off the centre of that beam, back to the crane. Yeah. Just give it that little bit more at top.
I would. I mean, bang on, that weren't for moving now when I was trying to level it up. I had to put 2 washers under the front to level it.
Yeah.
And even to get it back, we had to put a ratchet strap right back of it and
pull it back a touch.
Just to pull it back a bit. It weren't, honestly, it weren't moving.
Yeah.
Can't believe how, and that weren't even tightened down with buzz gun then.
Right, sound. That's
Spot
good,
on that.
that's good.
When ice coming?
This week.
This week.
This week, yeah. So Frank and Tom are on with the frame for Steve Allen and Sons. This will be hinged. That's also welded to the frame. That's what the actual stone will sit on. Cal's still on the archer. Go! One sec. Cal's still on the archer, taking all the old wear strips off. And we'll cut some new plates for that on the plasma once he's got it all cleaned up. Cal, what you can do is get Frank cleaning it up whilst you cut the new wear bars. Yeah.
I'll take a look at the can off with her out. Save Frank a bit of grinding. Nobody likes grinding, do they? So.
Nobody likes grinding, but at the end of the day, you got to start from the ground up, haven't you? And the first thing that was put in my hand when I was a kid was a 9-inch grinder, and I was told only use a 4.5-inch grinder if you have to. So Cal's still not got his head around that yet. He still likes using 4.5-inch grinders, but I like using 9-inch grinders all the time. Oof. Oh, we're busy, busy. So the little jib crane is now up and we're waiting on the hoist coming from my little pal, Irfan. So a big thanks to Joel for that from Lloyd's Beal Limited. I will put a link in the description for the crane. Massive thanks to Joel for that. Right, we've not spoke about the wash ramp just yet. So I had an issue with the wash ramp on the drawing side of it. All right, so my pal was originally detailing it for me, and his missus has just had a kid, so he's had to pull out of drawing it. So that in turn knocks everything back, doesn't it? Yeah. And then it's got to be calced and all the rest of it. So all these engineers are on 2-3 week lead time minimum. So like having a nightmare. So 2 days ago, I put a shout out on my story on Instagram looking for somebody to draw and calc the next ramp for Metcalfe up at Carlisle. Just thought I'd see what's about. Anyway, there was about 10 engineers got back to me wanting to take the job on. So number one, thank you to each and every one of you that got back to me. All right. That just shows the power of social media and the reach, especially on Instagram stories, that it just shows the reach because there's 10,000 people a day watch my story on Instagram. But Adam Clark is the man. Yeah, and he is the man because he's drawn it, he's calced it. I've got the drawings in front of me. I've got a fab pack in front of me within 2 days. The lot, right? So I've just sent out the steel inquiry to all the different stockholders and I've got all the prices back in. So they're all pretty similar price, to be fair. You know, they're like within a couple of £100 of each other from the total price for the full amount of the steel there. So it's basically who can get it to me the fastest now because, you know, we've just dropped the weight off up at HML, the Counterweight. I'll put a picture on screen of that because I forgot to take the camera with me. The Counterweight at HML. And that should be filled up tomorrow. And we'll see what weight that comes out at. And then I have spoke to the customer on that one as well. And it can only be, needs to be a ton. You know, so if we can get it up to a ton, that's sound. But the ramp, the steel is ordered on this occasion, from Alan at Higson Edwards. He was actually the cheapest as well, and the fastest on cut time. So it is now like 3:30 in the afternoon, and I'm going to have 80% of that job into me tomorrow, cut to length. So you can't ask for any better than that, can you? So a big shout out to Alan at Higson Edwards. Thanks for that, Al. All my other steel suppliers, yeah. I have good relationships with you all, don't I? You know, but at the end of the day, it's I've got lads now that have come available that need the work, so I need that steel, so it's going to Alan this time. You know, next time, I'd like to dish it a little bit out to everybody if I can. You know, there's enough for everyone, isn't there? So, but on this particular occasion, Alan has won it at Higson Edwards. So we'll be able to crack on with that later on in this chapter. And we've also had some very bad news today on our bank that's been stressing me out big time in this last couple of chapters. The bank have closed our account and without any notice, yeah. So I am going to take them, sue them if I can, and I'm not going to mention any bank names, but they have done me wrong big time and left me in a bad spot. So all the money that was in WELDERFABBER's account is now on its way to me in a cheque form, right, with WELDERFABBER's name on it. Right? What am I supposed to do with that cheque? Because I ain't got another business account to put it in. You know, it's just absolutely crazy. So I'm now on the hunt to get another bank account opened up as soon as possible. You better go with a high street bank if you can, a good high street bank, which this one is, but they've let me down on this occasion big time. And but I might just have to go to a quick online bank just to keep things running over the next few weeks. Other than that, I'm just going to have to run it from my personal account. What else can I do? It's just going to be a nightmare for my accountant. So yeah, I've had a bit of bad news there today, but you've got to have these. This is just another hurdle that I've got to get over in business. But I can't believe they've done what they've done, and they've done it. So, but I'm going to fight it. Believe me, I'm going to fight it, and they'll know they've done wrong. Put it that way.
Give me the loot. Might lose some battles, but winning the war. I get knocked down, I get back up, get up and go. I stay ready for more. Go to the toe till I level the score. Never gon' quit. Heard you seen some, but you never seen this. Bet on myself 8 times, no trick, trust. Give me the loot. See now we going high stakes. This ain't clickbait. This a risk take. This no mistake. I was born to do it. I was born for music. I just get into it. I can't get influence when I'm the influence. No genre music. We go rap back to pop, pop back to rap. Country on the track. I was once broke.
So just another one on the bank. All right. I mean, really, you shouldn't really hear things on social about your finances. And I'm not really hearing about my finances. I'm hearing about the bank, right? I've just been on to the Ombudsman now, if that's how you pronounce it. And they're taking the case on. There's a clear breach in something here that's gone wrong. And they're going to look into it for me. Now, then one thing I will say is that every phone call that you make to a bank, if there's ever an issue, yeah, always take names and times and dates. Now then, I've got all them names and times and dates going back from when this started, and it started when I made my younger brother a director, right? So I made my younger brother a director, and then I had to take him off as a director because the bank told me to, right? So basically, I've done everything that they've told me to do, yet they've still closed my account. Luckily, nobody owes me any money, right? Because I get paid for everything up front, don't I? And everything when it goes out the door, before it goes out the door. That's good on one hand and bad on the other hand, because I've got a big cheque coming to me that I can't cash, right? But that's not your problem, that's my problem. You know, it's I'll sort it. You know, I'll sort it one way or another. I'm lucky enough to be financially in a good position where if I have to, I'll pay the wages myself and everything else myself. Do you know what I mean? I'm lucky enough to be in that position to do so. Other people wouldn't be. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I'm going to share this problem with you all and take you through the experience that I have with the bank, because they've done us wrong, but they've really done us wrong. And for a company that's growing at a rate that you guys know we're growing at, it's just crazy to me, you know. So if I've got to pay wages, I've got to pay wages. I mean, I've just sent Callum now over to VCL in Manchester, right? Because do you remember I said I was going to buy him some new light bars and stuff for his van? Well, I ordered them 6-7 weeks ago. They're in, right? So I've sent him over to Manchester now, and he doesn't know what he's getting, by the way. He just thinks he's getting a bit of something, you know. So, but he's getting, I've got him a full set of lasers, like full set of new lasers, the latest ones with beacons in at the front, but basically similar to Bella Blue. Light bars down the side of the van, a new rear beacon, fancy one, and work lights at back, and I told them to make sure the van's proper mint ball when we get it back. I know Craig, the owner, very well, and he will do that for me, so that'll be a good one. So we'll show you that in a minute, because they're on the road. He's on the road with the director, and they've got a camera with him, so they'll show the van being dropped off. And I might as well just show you where we're up to with the Steve Allard job. Like I say, I'm dealing with Lewis and the stone cutting frame. Let's take a look in the workshop.
Right, so here we are at VCL, which I think is Stockport direction. And the van is finally having a bit of bling. So, not sure what it's having. Baz hasn't told me. It's going to be a surprise. I've not even had a chance to wash it. I mean, look at it. So I think the main man here is Craig, so we'll go and find him. Hi, I'm after Craig.
Yep, how we doing?
Hiya, Carl, nice to meet you.
Expecting you.
Good. So, I've been told to drop the van off for you.
Yep.
Now, it's a bit of a surprise, I think.
Okay.
So I don't know what Baz has said to you.
Baz has told me you got a budget of about 500 quid. So I think we're just going to do some wet lamps and change your interior lights.
Yeah, be a handy little addition to the van, especially with dark nights now. And
Yep.
early starts that we have. So what is it you actually do here?
The majority of the stuff we do is modular racking, ply lining. We do vehicle security, locks, deadlocks, slam locks, beacons. We do safety bars, T-bars. Basically, if you put it on a van, roof racks, stuff like that. We do it.
Because did you help us with the Max Sybil's van? I think you did, didn't you?
Yep, so we're doing Max Sybil's van. I think we've done some modular stuff on Baz's van. We've done quite a few modular kits off the back of the Max Sybil's and Baz's van.
It was a proper setup, that van, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No expense spared.
You can spend on that once and it'll last you 3 vans.
Yeah.
You just remove it and refit it.
Right, so it's lovely to meet you. Appreciate it. And
Yeah.
we'll see you in, 2 days or so?
Yeah, back 2 days to do that.
Right, not a problem.
Alright,
Cheers, thank you very much. Let's go, director.
So this is where we're at so far. 2 little box section frames, 1, 2, and I've got a solid hinge there, a good strong hinge. Got some thick wall tube and some 19mm bar. We've got 150 by 150 by 10 angle iron there, and we've got these on here just to keep it flush at the front edge. As he puts the big stones on, I think he's going to put timber on this. I think he's going to put like a timber, some ply on there, ply up there, and then you'll sit your big coping stones on here, and then the saw will cut them on an angle. Whereas at the moment they're having to do it by hand, and it's taking them forever. But I'm not happy with this scenario. 2, it's hard work. You both need to go at the same time on the winding side, and it's not kind of working. One of them will like go tighter than the other. So I know my first thought was to use a truck turnbuckle, you know, like for tying down trucks with chains, but it's too much of a big pitch on the thread, whereas we've got a fine thread here, stainless turnbuckles. So I think I'm going to change it up a little bit. I'm going to move one of them to the centre. So we'll just go from here down to here, and then I'll make like some plates on a radius here, I reckon. I'm just thinking out loud now. That's got to go 45 degrees. So if I was to make a plate at 45 degrees, like that, went down there, and then another plate on there at 45 degrees, on like a bit of a radius there, but with a little tab on it at the end, yeah, and that tab would have to go down into, oh, it wouldn't, would it? If it was 45 degrees. It'd be right here. So it'd be fine. Yeah, so I could put a plate at 45 degrees there, going down. And then I could put a plate like at 60 degrees here, going up to that. One with a hole in, and one with a slot in. So that'll travel round the slot, and then you could put a bolt in it and lock it at both sides. Yeah, I reckon that'll do. I'll try that. I like little jobs like this where you got to just think outside the box a little bit. Apparently these aren't out there. You can't buy these. When this is done and completed, I'll give it a lick of primer and I'll take it down to site. It's in Worcestershire, I think. Worcestershire. Oh, probably about 150 miles from here. And then we'll actually fit it to the machine. And hopefully he might have a stone in there that he can cut to show you guys. If he doesn't, I'll get him to film it and send me a video of it, so you know exactly what we're talking about. So yeah, I'm just going to change that up a little bit. Tom's done that for me. Nice little job. I like designing things. And seeing if it'll work. You know, the biggest issue here was it had to be low. So it had to be as low as possible to the bed. So when that stone sat at 90 degrees, you know, you're only 10 mil off the bed. You know, you couldn't be any lower than that, or that angle wouldn't be strong enough to keep the weight of the stone. So we'll change that up a bit, and then I'll show you again when we got it moving. So, and it'd be nice to see the look on Callum's face when he actually picks his van up, because when you're a young lad, one thing that you do want is a nice van. Well, I always did anyway when I was a young lad. You know, and I've still got a nice van now. You know, that is the pride of the fleet. That is the flagship. That is getting a new power source in it very soon, and you want to see it. Anyway, back to my emails.
Stop saying things. Yeah, they talk, I don't say a lot. I just walk, so I'm moving loud. Really keep it low key, I don't like crowds. Really keep it OG, I don't like clowns. Really keep it just me, I'm the best out. I don't try to keep up, I don't stress out. I don't cash no checks, cause the checks bounce. I don't chat about that, I'm the best out. And I did all of this with a pen and a pad. Shift up the tech, got the notes in the lab. Remember the days when I want what I had. Still want more, guess I'm stuck in the past. First or your last, fast lane, chuck up the deuce when I pass. Give me the loot. Might lose some battles, but winning the war. I get knocked down, I get back up, get up and go, I stay ready for more. Go to the toe till I level the score. Never gon' quit, heard you seen some, but you never seen this. Bet on myself 8 times, no trick. Give me the loot. Might lose some battles, but winning the war. I get knocked down, I get back up, get up and go, I stay ready for more. Go to the toe till I level the score. Never gon' quit, heard you seen some, but you never seen this. Bet on myself 8 times, no trick. Give me the loot.
So we decided to change it up a little bit. That is now complete and ready for installation. Down in Wolverhampton for Steve Allard and Sons. So I'm pretty sure it'll work. We've dropped it down just to one turnbuckle. I will supply a couple of them turnbuckles spare. And if you're using stainless steel turnbuckles, always make sure you use plenty of copper slip on them, because these threads can lock up quite easily. So all I'm thinking is, if as they're cutting stone, there's obviously going to be a lot of water on it, and a lot of dust and stuff, and I'll even put quite a bit of copper slit within the hinge itself. Yeah. So I think it's only right to take Tom to site with me to fit this, because Tom fabricated it. I just took an idea out of mine and Lewis's head and put it down on the table there. I think it'll work. We could put lock nuts on that, on each side of the turnbuckle, but I don't want to do that. I just want to lock it off at each side. Again, I don't want to cause damage to these threads or future damage in the future with adding nuts, a right hand and a left hand nut to that turnbuckle. So I think just by locking it off at both sides and the actual whole frame itself clamped down to the bed before the saw runs along it, I think will be enough. But there's only one way of finding it out, and that is actually to put a big stone on it and cut it. So I'm hoping when we get down there that they'll have a stone that we can set it up. So if it works, it'll be a super time-saving thing for them guys. So I hope it does work for them, you know. If it doesn't, we'll try and alter a few things on site and make it work for them. So again, that was priced and they have paid. So that's another one out of the way once we've fitted it. The wash ramp is coming together nicely now for Metcalf. That's the first one of the top straight ramps. Legs in. Legs being tacked together, all the base plates have been cut on the plasma. Got a bucket running through for Jones Brothers, just wants a bit of fettling with. There's some new wear bars, and there's quite a few cracks around the adapters that we'll have to gouge out, re-weld, and we'll have add some arrow heads in between. And maybe put some arrowheads on the outside, yeah, I'm not sure. Gareth at Jones Brothers doesn't want to go in too deep on the money side of it, so we'll keep it simple, keep the cost down. You know, if you want a big heavy duty bucket, then that's not the bucket to be doing it with. That is just a mild steel bucket, that. So unless we were to change the edge and the sides, there's no point in putting that much money into it. But wait till you see the bucket that we're going to build for Howard Stott. That's in the pipeline, and we're hoping to start it. We're hoping to start it in about 4 to 5 weeks' time. That bucket build. Basically, once we get these jobs out of the way that we've got running through at the moment, we've got another set of track doors to go and fit next day or so, and we've got to get this wash ramp out within the next 2 weeks. So that's where we're up to so far. The boys aren't in yet. Alright, so I just had a call out to LN Contractors in Preston to look at this, what is it, 930H Lee?
That's it.
This is Lee, the owner. How you doing, bud?
All right.
Now then, tell me about this.
There's a bit of wear in it, yeah, she's gone a bit far, Baz, so we need a bit of a creative repair, shall we say.
A creative repair. Right. Now then, we have got a little bit too far, haven't we?
Well, yeah, she's a bit worn.
So it's gone through the bushes. It's gone through the bushes, and the pins are completely destroyed.
Yes.
Yeah. So really, the only way to do it correctly is to line bore it and rebush it, and new pins Yeah, but what are you telling me? You want to keep costs down?
Well, we'll see. We'll if you give us a cost for line boring, give us a cost for cheaper option if we can sleeve it, or there's anything else we can do with it, and we'll see where we go from there. We'll see whether it's worth doing it, whether we just swap the machine, you know.
Yeah, banging into auction, fire it away.
Yeah.
So just get hold of one of them pins then, Lee, and put it in the hole just for the viewers to see what we're actually talking about, how worn it is. Right, so yeah, we've
She's seen better days.
she's in better days as that. Right. Oh yeah. Right. Yeah, so the options are, like I just said, line boring or well, I think it's really the only option, but to do it right, like, you know. Is the did you say there's something wrong with the centre bearing as well?
Yeah, there's this one's not too bad, but the centre bottom end of the pivot there, that one's got a bit of play in it, like, so could do with that.
That doing as well?
Yeah, please.
Right, so that actually been done before. Something's happened there before. Can you see that plate there? There to our viewers, that plate shouldn't be there, so that's been cut off before and probably had that centre bearing changed at some point in its life, this machine.
Yeah.
Do you know how many hours on it?
I think about 8,000 hours on it, something like that.
8,000 not too bad, really.
Not too bad for a shovel. I've seen them a lot higher. Must have had a hard life before it come to me, you know.
Yeah. I'll get a price over to you, but how are you fixed for getting it to us, transport-wise, to our workshop?
I can run it up to yours, yeah.
Yeah, because I might get somebody in to bore that, do you know what I mean, rather than me trying to just weld some sleeves in. You got a crusher over there?
Yeah, well.
A 40 or a 45?
A 40, that one, yeah, 40.
If you ever need any work doing on that, I'll sort that out for you.
Yeah, we'll get you, yeah. It's just getting ready for a jaw plate changing, so we'll have a chat about that in a minute.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can change a jaw plate on you, no problem. No. Is there anything else wrong with this or not?
I don't think it's so bad other than that, to be fair, Bob. It's a shame really, she runs alright, she's quite good, but we've just let that bit go a bit far, you know.
Yeah. Most people let them go too far, they just don't put it on camera.
Yeah, take the rough with this, mate, don't you?
Yeah. So I'll get tape out, we'll take some dims and see what it'll cost to get some pins made up. And then I'll get a price for the line boring. Because I haven't got the line boring equipment at the moment, but maybe in the future, but not just yet. Right with that, Lee?
Yep, no problem.
Sound. So I just got back to the workshop and the director was sat there waiting for me, so I've just jumped in pickup and we're now heading over to Manchester to VCL van conversions. So you'll know that Callum's van's gone in for some lights, but Callum doesn't know what he's actually getting. Do you know what I mean? I wanted to surprise him a little bit. So he thinks we're actually going to the bank now for a meeting, and but we're actually heading over to Manchester to pick the van up and surprise him when we get back. I think Callum just thinks he's getting some beacons and a bit of something, you know. But I thought I'd just blink it up a little bit for him because I did actually promise him something before Christmas, didn't I? So I'm a man of my word and we'll get it done proper. And when we do something, we do it proper. So when we get back to the workshop, I'll just drive into the workshop and let's see if we can try and get him on camera, director. You'll have to get there before me, yeah, and see his reaction. It's always nice to try and treat your employees. Especially Callum, is my right hand man in here, and I just want to keep him happy really. And right now, to be honest, I'm really not in the mood for this, but you know, I'm having issues with the bank, aren't I? And I could do without this, but you know, let's look at life positive and try and put a bit of a smile on my face, because I'm having another bad week for WELDERFABBER. But we'll be at VCL in a minute. So here we are at VCL Van Conversions Limited with Craig. How you doing, mate?
All right, mate, you?
Good, mate, yeah. We've become mates really, haven't we?
Yeah.
We've become mates really since the last job. And wow.
Looks well, doesn't it?
Look at that, director. So what have you actually done there, Chris?
We've done laser lamps, triple R on front with the beacons in them. LA light bars.
Yeah, says what's on blue, yeah?
They are, but you've not got the beacons in yours.
I have.
Have you?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've never seen them on.
No.
LA light bars, bar on the front with the extra strobes, side bars, again extra strobes, and then on the rear we've done reverse camera.
I was going to say, have you just put a mirror in?
Yes, we put a mirror in as well. You've got
right, so when he puts that in reverse now, it's going to come up on the mirror.
yes.
What's all them little switches at top?
So that's your controller. So it's got the LEDs and new Commander Generation 2 in it.
Is this one that you can put on an app on your phone?
It is. You can control all that off your phone.
Oh my God, he's going to be, I don't know what he's going to be doing tonight when he sees this.
That will also control your inverter, what's already in there.
Will it?
So we've put the control to that, yeah. And then you can run it off your phone, you can do the backlights. We've put your recovery spec light bar on as well, so you get your indicators, brake lights, side lights all in the top of the light bar.
So that's a little reverse light there. Director, if you look at the beacon at the back, has it got all different light displays in the beacon?
It has, yeah, but we've just set that as your standard pattern at the moment.
Yeah, that'll do that. That'll do as it is. So when it gets dark later, we'll light this up like a Christmas tree.
That's it.
So you can change it all off your phone there.
Yep. You got all the full control on your phone.
Right. Now that's pretty cool. What's that bit do?
That's the brightness of your display. You can change the colour of your display in the cab.
Right, we do.
And then obviously these are all your,
They're all your buttons in
inverter,
cab.
flood lamps, interior lamps.
Yeah.
You got a couple of sets of interior lights that were already in there, but then we've changed your original 3 back to PIRs because obviously they don't drain your battery.
Well, them laser lights flatten battery.
They will if you leave them on without the engine running, but I've actually wired them so they'll only operate while your engine's running.
Right, so you can't put main beam on engine off. Right,
No.
That's good. That's good. So we won't flatten battery if we was to sleep main beam on site. Yeah.
Same with the inverter as well. We won't let you run the inverter without the engine.
Right. I did actually want you to change that at a later date to a bigger power inverter.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So we'll put a bigger inverter in. Probably put a split charge and a couple of auxiliary batteries in it if you do that.
So if anybody's looking for any light bars, lights or anything to do with van conversions, VCL Van Conversions over in Manchester. All right, my mate.
Sorted.
Put bill in, we'll get you paid. Right, so I'm just pulling back into our yard, and Callum hasn't got a clue. So the director is already in the workshop. I'm going to try and get a bit of a double shot if I can here, and I want a bit of a reaction, see what his reaction is. But you know what he's like, Cal, he's a bit cold, isn't he? You know what I mean? I don't want to get it dirty. Cal's actually welding there, look. Cal's actually welding. Perfect timing. He's not even seen me yet. How do you think of that, boy?
Right, it? Look at that. Proper bang, mate.
Better than mine now, that. What do you think?
Cool, that, innit? Look at that, there you go.
He texted me 10 minutes ago saying, "Oh, we get it van today," and what did I text back?
I don't know, I've never looked.
I text 3 o'clock tomorrow.
Look at that. Something like that, good wash and all, isn't it?
Go on, have a look inside. Got like a commander unit or something. Right, so if you look up there,
Oh, yeah.
you've even got a reversing that camera's been put in there. When you put it in reverse, now
yeah.
it comes up behind there on that there, yeah. And then you've got that little unit there that just sorts everything out for you. That'll go through with you in a minute.
It's cool, isn't it?
Let's have a look at back end. Oh, a little crane's turned up. A little crane's turned up whilst we've been out. You got your work lights and your big beacon now. You got your quarry beacons and all your side rails. Spoiled to death, innit, Daz? Spoiled to death. I don't know about that. You'll have one of these one day, Daz. Daz just said he'll have the hand-me-downs. So he's had a visor fitted as well. And you got given that off Ray's Brothers, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well, cheers for that, boys. And I've just filled it up with fuel for you. He's going to get Cab a good clean out now.
It's a busy few weeks, isn't it?
Who's that, Mum? So that is what loyalty, hard work and commitment gets you in life. Callum has only had about, I'd say, 4 days off, tops, since he started with me, probably 4 years ago. And one of them days, he had a migraine and came in at dinner time, yeah? Lad suffers from migraines. So, hope you like this chapter, hope you like his van. Let us know in the comments what you think about his van. And we've got the new hat range out. If any of you guys want a new hat, go to WELDERFABBER.com and look at our new website. It does look very good, I must admit. I'm quite proud of the website. So now then we have the black edition WELDERFABBER merch and the standard. Alright. Take a look at the website anyway, because I think it's really good. Cheers guys, thanks for watching. Hit that like button and that notification bell and subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and I'll catch you on the next one.